Happy Monday. I'm gonna take y'all through a typical day of strength training on a Monday here in the Lion's Den. Let's go. Joel just left after the cardio piece. I usually rest like a solid 20 minutes before I hit the strength stuff. Believe it or not, I'm usually pretty fatigued. So this is 20 minutes post-workout. I always do my cardio first, and then I do my strength training. I have about 5 different reasons why I do it that way. Allow me to break it down for y'all. Just kidding. I'm gonna do that in a different video. Today's video is all about my Monday strength training day. Today is a pull day, so I'm strengthening all the muscles that have to do with pulling from the floor. Monday always starts technical with an Olympic lift. So I'm doing this complex: snatch, high pull, hang snatch, and then 2 overhead squats. Main thing here is I'm focusing on speed under the bar and technique and making sure my snatch from the hang makes hip contact and I drop under it in a beautiful stacked position. One thing I've been noticing on my overhead squats is those almost feel worse than my snatches recently. So after I nail the snatch, I try and make sure the bar is straight over my head. And my overhead squats on both reps of those. We'll see what I work up to today. It's just work up to a heavy. So I work up to a heavy of that complex for the day. Then I take 90% of it and do 2 sets at that. And I'll probably warm up. My first set of the complex will be at 155. A nice, easy opening warm-up weight. 155 felt as good as you'd expect it to feel. Just jumping right into it. Next I'm gonna go 170. And then if I can hit 180 today, I would be super happy. Beautiful. Like I said, this is a progression. So the first week I hit 170 from my heavy, second week 175. So this week I would like to think I could hit 180. Every week, slowly getting better. Remember my slogan for the games this year, just training in general. You move, you groove, you show up, you improve. Super happy with that. Love how I held it in the hole. And then same thing. Overhead squats just are mid, but I'll take that snatch. All right, I hit 180 for my max heavy complex of the day. So now I'm doing 90% of that for 2 sets. So I'm doing 165 for 2 sets of that complex. And then I'm done with snatching for the day. This is my go-to resting spot between sets. Sitting on the runner. I've got my drink. I've got my sweat towel to wipe away my sweat. 9 times out of 10, if you see me lifting, I'm right here a lot, contemplating life. But I have a beautiful view. This is usually where I creep on the neighbors, see if any packages are coming, make sure there's no mischief outside. Dillon's been really intentional with our grass. So I have a beautiful view of some green grass, and that's what I see. I can see my barbell, I can see the road, I can see that beautiful green grass. Love it. You gotta learn to appreciate the little things. Wiping off a set of hard work that you're proud of your effort is the little things. All right, next thing. I've got deadlift from the blocks. Essentially the blocks are there to make it easier to lift so I can get more load on my back and build some back muscles. But I have a small gym and I have no room for blocks. So the way I get around it is I'm just gonna lift the deadlift off 35-pound weights. So today for my deadlift, I'm gonna build up to a heavy set of 3 reps from the blocks. Once I do that, you know the drill. I'm taking 90% of it and doing some sets. Now I just gotta load up. My red flag is I hate warming up. So I already have the barbell loaded with my first set of what I want to attempt. I'm trying to deadlift, I call it Laura Horvath style, but basically it's clean grip here. That's how she did it at the Rogue Invitational, so I'm calling it Laura Horvath style. Then it will translate more to my clean, and then I'm symmetrical versus if I twist over a hand, I feel like one shoulder is this way or I'm leaning Laura Horvath way, and y'all are gonna hate on me, but make love, not war. I am gonna be using straps because my grip strength sucks and I could not hold on to this. But the stimulus is build my back muscle, not build my grip strength. I'm gonna work on grip strength a different day. So I'm gonna use my straps, work on just loading up the back, and we'll see what I build to for a heavy set of 3 reps. All right, that's gonna be my heavy 3 for the day. Now I'm gonna take 90% of it, load that on the bar, and then go 3 reps, 2 reps, 1 rep, 3 reps, 2 reps, 1 rep, and then be done with deadlifts. Deadlifts is probably one of my weakest lifts. So I try and work on it, get better of course. They're working on all the pulling muscles, but I'm also very careful when I do deadlifts because like that's the one thing you need for everything in life is your back. So I don't push it too much. I just take it, okay, this feels heavy for the day, go from there. So I try and be very careful when I deadlift. I don't have anybody who sets up, cleans up for me. So usually between sets, I'm cleaning up what I don't need, setting up for the next station. I'm just trying to be efficient. I love my job, I love my workout stuff, but I also don't want to be in the gym all day. I feel you judging my straps right now, but that's not the stimulus, remember. Tell yourself that. That's what I tell myself. I'm about to show y'all my favorite thing to see between sets. Sometimes I'm lucky enough and Dillon will come home for his lunch break. That makes me so happy. Look at this. I hear him coming. There he is. Work, truck, and trailer. Ah, it's gonna be a good day. That's right. Someone's got to do it. What you got for lunch today?
Some Mexican food.
Yeah, and a Coke?
Yeah, Coke, yeah.
Love it.
Energy of champions.
Done with deadlifts. Now I got to clean up a lot of weight. Next movement I'm doing is split squat. And I really like using the sandbag as my bench because it's really solid. So I'll literally just prop my foot up, do my split squats here, boom, like that. I'm doing 2 reps on the right leg, 2 reps on the left leg, build to a heavy, and then take that heavy that I built to and do 7 sets of 2 per leg. Oh, literally was about to lift this and I don't even have it loaded up even. Good thing I double checked. He has written on there, start with your bad leg. My bad leg's gonna be weaker, that way I can be intentional about hitting the reps. So then when I transition over to my good leg, it feels like cake. Now I've got 7 sets of that. Where do I get my strength stuff? I actually have a strength programmer. His name is Brian Rideout. He's the strongest guy I know. I'll put his email below if you want your own strength programming. But basically, 2023, I started programming for myself and I realized very quickly I know nothing about building strength and muscle and being strong and explosive and all that. And I'm in the middle of like debating what to do. And me and Blakely go to the library to check out books. And who do I run into? Brian Rideout. He owned the very first ever affiliate I ever went to, CrossFit Midland, back in 2012. He taught me everything I know about snatch, clean and jerk, ring muscle ups, bar muscle ups, pull ups, everything. So to see him was a sign from God, like, hey, all you need is right here, and he's been there the whole time. And he also is ridiculously strong, like shredded everywhere. And I feel like you want somebody who knows what they're doing. So I was like, man, this guy is ridiculously strong. He clearly knows stuff about strength, building muscle, how to be explosive. So I was just like, hey, will you write me a strength program? And he said yes. And honestly, he programs the weirdest, coolest stuff I've ever seen. And also under his programming, I got 3rd place at the CrossFit Games, 3rd place at Rogue. So I trust him like hands down. He's like my little secret sauce, Brian Rideout. So he gives me these 6-week progressions. He'll literally send me a Google document that has 6 weeks of a push and pull cycle, and I'll do it. When I run out, I'll be like, hey, here's what I feel. This is what I competed, what I sucked at. And he'll be like, okay, we'll get your hamstring stronger. And then he'll send me something that helps with that. And it's been pretty amazing. Obviously, I've performed well, but also I feel like I look really strong. And I mean, look good, feel good, perform good. So he's my secret sauce. He's where I get all these strength programs from. All right, next we've got Accessory, or better said, Successory. Working on hip explosion, trying to make my hips more powerful. So I'm doing 3 sets of this. 15 Russian kettlebell swings, as heavy as I can do banded, and then 5 max height squat jump at 25% of my body weight. I weigh roughly 150, so this is 50 pounds. So I'm gonna get her done, focusing on exploding my hips, and that's it. So the stimulus here is focusing on feeling the muscles it takes to activate your hips. So the band is pulling your hips back. I am actively pushing my hips forward to resist the band. Kettlebell is just there to throw off some weight. So I'm just really being intentional with what does it feel like to use my hips? What muscles am I using? And then after I feel using them, I try and squat jump as high as I can, working on explosion. I've learned one of my weaknesses is explosive things. So this is something Brian put in for me to work on explosion, get better. Fast hips, what those hips do. How's your lunch?
Delicious.
Yeah, I'm almost done working.
Yeah.
Almost.
Earn your keep, girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
Back to work?
Back at it.
Slanging doors?
Now motors.
Wow.
Gonna go install some motors
Love it.
for the fam.
That's a motor. Last accessory piece of the day, then I'm done. We're ending with 30 glute ham raises with a 4-second negative. So I'm taking my 5-pound plate, I'm gonna hold it at my chest, and I'm gonna go 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, go all the way down, all the way back up. That's one. 30 of those, and then freedom. Best part of the day right here. The whiteboard is clean. That means the work has been done. All right, thanks for tagging along with me. Strength work is done. I always end, I wipe down all my stuff because it's pretty hot, pretty sweaty in here, clean up the gym, and then I go inside and fuel up with some good food. Notice I don't really snack on crap, kind of like other people do mid-workout, because I try and prioritize my post-workout nutrition. So now I'm gonna get some good protein, carbs, and fats in. Take it easy. Thanks for following along. If you wanna see an arm day, like a push day instead of a pull day, comment below, let me know.